Hi fellow travellers, this is Travel the World. Space tourism could finally be a reality, with companies like Virgin Galactic and SpaceX selling tickets. We're going to tell you how possible this will be and when we think this will happen. Before we take off on a galaxy adventure, please make sure to subscribe for future competitions and other travel destinations. And comment below, would you go to space? Do you think it's possible? And when do you think it'll happen? With NASA focused on going back to the moon, and Elon Musk planning to send equipment to Mars in 2022, the possibility of going to space could be a lot closer than we think. The truth is that interstellar travel and exploration is technically possible, so let's look into how would we do it. With our current technology, it would take about 3 days to get to the moon and around 7 months to get to Mars, which seems like an awful long time. The main technical issue we face at the moment is propulsion. We need to come up with an engine that doesn't depend on reaction mass, because at the moment it would take too much fuel to take passengers and their luggage, and also the food and supplies they would need. Because on a long haul flight like this, I'm sure we would all want a free drink and free meal. But let's focus on the positives. What technology is in place and being invented right now to help us get there sooner? Well, the most obvious is solar sails. It sounds like what it is. Imagine a boat sailing on the water. It's the same kind of concept. Light beams from the sun will propel the solar sails forward. So, we might have worked out a way of getting there, and we know how long it's going to take. But what will happen to our human body, and more importantly, our mental stability? Because we all know how jet lag affects us, long-haul flights aren't the easiest of things. Well, most space programs at the moment are looking at putting humans to sleep. Imagine that, taking off, seeing the Earth, and going towards a new planet like Mars, putting your eye mask on, and then waking up on a completely new planet. This state of sleep is called stasis, and is a little different than taking a little nap on a plane on the way to Spain. Would you be up for it? Do you think it's worth it? Is it an adventure you would take? Comment below and tell us. NASA and SpaceWorks are working on this sleep right now. There's reports that there isn't much holding us back from this technology, as doctors already do this for patients with traumatic injuries and illnesses. Doctors lower the metabolic rate by cooling the body to 5 Celsius, meaning there's no invasive actions needed to put the patient in and out of sleep. So, we know how to get there, and the technology needed, and the research being done to make it possible for us to be safe and happy on our journey. But where will the first place be that we land on and travel to? Well, we think Mars will be the first place for sure. Elon Musk's dream might not be a dream for much longer. It might become reality. SpaceX's mission to get humans living on Mars, or at least travelling to Mars, it will be the most expensive project in history. Reports show that it could cost anywhere up to $10 trillion, so we're guessing the price of the tickets might be expensive. If all goes to plan, Elon Musk believes the first rocket will go to Mars in 2022. Mars is closest to Earth every 2 years, so if he doesn't do it then, he'll have to wait another 2 years. He has said by 2050 there'll be actual life on Mars and cities will be forming. 2020 was the year for testing for SpaceX. All their missions were successful, which gives us hope for the future that they're on track. With his successful launch of his satellites, he's putting in place excellent Wi-Fi that surely will pay for his program in the future, as it's set to bring in yearly $22 billion. Anyone else think they're in the wrong line of work? So, when's SpaceX's first commercial flight? Well, it's sooner than you think. It's 2021. This rocket is called Starship and is said to be able to hold supplies and passengers in space. He said it's so fast you'll be able to get anywhere in the world within 30 minutes, which seems unbelievable. So, what will happen in 2022? Elon Musk is planning to send all the supplies to Mars for the people that will arrive later. And more exciting than that, in 2023, tickets have been sold for a Japanese billionaire and 6 other passengers to go up into space, around the moon and back. Now to us, that sounds like an exciting journey and one we'd love to go on. 2024 would be an ideal time to try and get back to Mars and take more supplies if they haven't already in 2022. That's when Mars is closest to Earth. So, have you dreamt of being an astronaut? Have you dreamt of travelling in space? Would you go? Do you think it's worth the risk and the price? And when do you think they'll do it? Comment below and let us know. Do you think it's just a dream or do you think it'll actually happen? Thanks so much guys. We hope you subscribed and liked our video. And please tell us where to do a video on next. This was Travel the World. Bye!